Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. If you missed last episode, it was the postseason, and I know I'm spoiling it right here. Go back and watch it to see how we got to where we are right now. We are two-time defending world champions. The New York Mets have officially become a dynasty once again. That's our 3-year contract right there. Lost the World Series with 97 wins against the White Sox. Won the World Series with 103 wins against the A's. And then this past season, won the World Series with 104 wins, sweeping the Boston Red Sox. If you're curious about anything that happened last episode, just go back and watch it. I'm not going to cover it all today because today is the off season. Although, I will say one thing. Sammy Sosa robbed Albert Pujols of the World Series MVP. Stolen it from him. Pujols clearly deserved it, but whatever. Advance today. Let's get to the postseason. Our contract has come to an end, but this is a series with the Mets, so we are going to follow them and re-sign with them. Although we could take it easy and go to the Rangers, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to go to New York, keep the Mets contract, and sign up with them. We have a lot of coaches' contracts that are gone, I guess. Retirees, we lose Corey Dickerson, Tyler Ivey, Evan Longoria. Who else is gone? Anybody of note? Yu Darvish. Who else? Anybody else of note? Not really. I kind of made everybody significantly younger, so we shouldn't expect to see anybody crazy good just yet. All right, any Hall of Famers? Nobody in the Hall of Fame, and no surprise, MLB The Show is very stingy. We don't actually have that many exclusive free agents. That's nice. And then our staff, we do need to re-sign some people, or sign some new guys. We're going to keep Rick Carlton as our manager. He deserves it. Well, let's go see if we can find a first base coach that fits our... Ooh, Terry Francona. Should we get Tito? That could be fun. Let's go and sign Ralphie. He's young, super young, 42. Let's offer him a 4-year deal, make it enticing for him at $6 million. He should accept that wholeheartedly. And then we need a third base coach? Yeah, third base coach and a farm director. I could see Tito be our farm director. That could be pretty fun if he wants to accept that job. Let's go for Harper Cullen. I know he's 63, but we'll give him a 4-year deal, and we'll give him about $5 million as well. He should accept that. And then our farm director, I thought I said Bryce Harper for a second. We could go Aaron Boone as our farm director. Kevin Cash could be our farm director. Kind of want to get somebody that's real. Where is, I guess I don't think that Tito can be a farm director. Alex Cora. That'd be funny. Unless he was the top one. I didn't see his name. Mark Pryor. Whoa, that's crazy. You know what? Let's go for Mark Pryor. Let's go for Mark Pryor. I don't know if he'll accept it, but might as well offer him. That'd be fun. All right, so those are our 3 guys. Mark Pryor, Ralphie, Soy Lemez? I don't know. That's why I just called him Ralphie. And then Harper Cullen. Hopefully they'll accept, and we'll be good to go. Exclusive free agents, Elvis Andrus, Charlie Blackmon, Craig Kimbrell. I think we'll just bring these guys back on contracts simply because we need bodies in the minors. So we will do that, offer him that contract. Charlie Blackmon, same deal, but try to get as cheap as possible. So about $2 million is fine. And then Craig Kimbrell, we'll offer him about $2 million as well. So all 3 of those guys should accept, and we can go. We're not going to rebrand the team. We can go continue moving on. Soy Lemez accepted the first base coach offer. That's nice. Harper Cullen is now the third base coach. So now we're just waiting on, and everybody signed for their extensions. We're just waiting on Mark Pryor, who's got other offers from the Rays and the Dodgers. Those are probably manager offers, though. We'll see what he does. Mark Pryor's accepted the offer to be our farm director. You love to see it. Today's the last day to offer qualifying offers. We don't need to offer any qualifying offers. We've got ourselves a new coaching staff. Let's get to actual free agency. I don't know who's going to be here, but I'm hoping it's some good players. So we have salary arbitration. Not that many guys. We can offer these guys arbitration. That's fine. And then tender contracts. Actually, some decent guys in tender contracts. So I'll have to go do that really quickly. But let's take a peek at who's in free agency. Edgar Martinez, best player available. Harold Baines, Gary Sheffield, Willie McCovey, Vladdy Jr., Ryan Howard. We've had Ryan Howard before. We don't need to go get him again. Burt Blyleven, John Smoltz, Prince Fielder is intriguing. I like that. Brian Wilson, Cliff Lee, Justin Morneau. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at the roster first. Take a look at the lineup. The lineup's pretty solid. If we were to bring in Prince Fielder, it doesn't really work. It doesn't necessarily work because he'd have to play either first base or DH. But I guess we could move Barry Bonds to left field and move on from Willie Mays. Do we really want to move on from? We could probably get something decent for Willie Mays. And you know what? This is about getting different legends. We probably should trade some people, make some interesting offers, keep it spicy. So maybe Willie Mays is up for a move. That way Barry Bonds can play left, and we can bring in Prince Fielder, hopefully. This could be fun. Let's try it. Let's try. I know that Willie Mays is really good, but we could. Who can we get back for him? We might have to wait until some people have signed contracts. Did I start this? Oh, no, I was gonna say, did I start this before his suspension was over? No, that's the created Tatis. We can't even get Jose Fernandez. That's crazy. Can we get Vladdy Sr.? Yeah, we can. Don't really want Vladdy Sr., but who do we even want out of this? Who do we even want? Do we want a pitcher? I mean, we've got some solid pitching. And the pitching is really what helped us win that World Series last year. This past year. Eric Davis, we can get Davis. Where is... You know who I would want? I'd probably want Pete Rose. We can get Ronald Acuna. We can get Hammer and Hank probably, yeah. Ricky Henderson. We can get more than just Ricky Henderson. Slightly. What about Julio Rodriguez? No, Julio's got crazy value. Big unit. We can get a lot more for Randy Jackson. Or Randy Johnson. We can't get Bo because he's not under contract. Michael Harris. We can get Michael Harris. Only 22 home runs, though. Reggie Jackson. Can get him pretty much. I mean, Mike Trout just won the MVP with 54 home runs. But we're not going to, we just had him. We're not going to get him back. Aaron Judge. We can get Aaron Judge and a bunch of other people. Well, maybe not a bunch, but we can get other people. We can get Trevor Bauer. We can get Trevor Bauer. Is that who we want, though? Jose Bautista would be awesome to get. And Tulowitzki. Can we get both of them? Oh, they're not under contract. We probably couldn't get both of them anyway. Ichiro's not under contract, but I would love to have Ichiro. There's a couple guys I'm interested in. Pete Rose is under contract. He's got arbitration, so we'd have to wait till the end of the season to get him. Roger Maris. Ooh, we could get Roger. Roger. We could get Mark Pryor and team him up with his older self as a farm director. That could be pretty funny. Who else? Jose Contreras. That'd be awesome to get Jose Contreras. Looks like we're going to have to wait a lot for a lot of guys to get out of their arbitration deals. So we're probably not going to be able to make a move right now. But Willie Mays is definitely on the table as a guy I would trade. Another guy that I would trade is probably... Do we trade Ohtani? Because he doesn't hit. That's the only reason to have Ohtani, really, is because he's a good pitcher and hitter. So we could trade Ohtani. He doesn't have that great of value. Why does A-Rod have so much value? That is a guy that I would want. But he has so much value. Who is even possible? How do we get him? Is there anybody on this team that they would want? Barry Bonds actually does move it down a little bit. But we'd have to give up Barry Bonds and Willie Mays and somebody else. There's got to be somebody that they want. A package of people. Maybe even Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa does do it. He just won the World Series MVP. Maybe you think that he shouldn't have. I certainly do. But if we team up Sosa, not even... Oh, A-Rod, I want you. But it's not going to be possible, I don't think. What is the value here? Soriano, Jeter, and Felix. That's not necessarily bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Sosa, Jeter, and Maddox. Sosa, Jeter, and Price. They really want Derek Jeter for some reason. Why do you want Derek Jeter? I wouldn't be... Actually, I am kind of opposed to trading Derek Jeter. I don't really want to. I'll trade you Jorge Posada. They don't want anything there. What about Ian Kinsler? Oh no! Oops. I did not mean to do that. We traded Sammy Sosa, Ian Kinsler, and Derek Jeter to the Rays to get A-Rod. Oops. I meant to hit back and not... This sucks. I meant to hit back and I did not mean to hit that button. Now we got to give up Giancarlo. How's he doing in AAA, by the way? Oh, I can't see his AAA stats. He probably got a lot of home runs. Now we got to give up Giancarlo. We got to give up... I could probably give up Xavier Edwards, actually. Who else do they want? They want Delgado and... I'm not giving you Greg Maddux, so... I don't like this. I could just go out and... Because I didn't save. So I could just go out and reset. But now we have A-Rod. Oh, now we have A-Rod. And we don't have Jeter or Sosa, but I was probably going to trade Sosa anyway. Oops. Jeter's gone. How do we make this happen so we can get Jeter back? I made a little bit of an oopsie. I could give them Bumgarner and then somebody else to get back Jeter. I could give them... I forgot we had Corbin Carroll. We have Austin Riley as well. I could give them... We still have Joey Votto under contract. He hasn't retired yet? Come on, Joey. You're 42. You're playing Double-A. Mariano doesn't get it done at all. Man, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I think we have to give them Bumgarner, right? Because we have David Price. Or do we give them David Price? I could give him David Price. He's 29. He's older than Bumgarner. And he's older than Felix. Because I don't want to trade Otani. I want to trade Otani for something else. Otani doesn't even really... Look at that. Otani doesn't even move the needle, barely. So I want to trade Otani for something else. But David Price gets it done. Mostly. I can't believe I have to do this. This is not what I wanted to do. I made a mistake, okay? I'm only human. I'm only human. I apologize. Is there anybody that they want? I mean, we can't even get it done with Jonathan India. I thought for sure that would get it done. Not even Austin Riley? Not even Corbin Carroll? Wow. Who's the guy if we go all in? Oh, they don't want anybody. There's nobody with this combination. But if I give Bumgarner, there's Delgado. But it wouldn't even have to be Delgado. It could be Justin Dunn. But I don't want to give him Bumgarner. I don't really want to give them Bumgarner. I want to give them David Price. Why did I have to screw it up in the first place? Matty Bum Bum. Are you going to get traded to the Rays? Probably. You probably are going to get traded to the Rays, aren't you? I mean, the thing is, we have David Wright and Miguel Cabrera at third base. A-Rod is playing shortstop currently. That's the same position that Jeter plays. The only reason that A-Rod moved to third base when he went to the Yankees is because Jeter was playing shortstop. But we already have a pretty good third baseman. So maybe we don't even need Derek Jeter anymore. Maybe I'm fussing about it too much. Maybe we don't need Derek Jeter anymore. Makes me sad, but maybe we don't need him anymore. I don't know. I'm still confused, and I'm still shocked that I actually did make that trade. That's not what I went into that thing thinking I was going to do. I did not go into there thinking I was going to make that trade. There's not really any starting pitchers that are better than who we have already. I could go and sign some guys just for, like, depth reasons. Like, we go and sign some younger guy, or not younger guys, but guys that probably would still have some time in AAA. Bullpen, I could use another bullpen guy, if we're being totally honest. I would not hate it. And Michael King is the best one. He had not a great year. Maybe the Diamondbacks think that he's not going to be good. I'll throw an offer on Michael King. 5 years, probably not. But I'll give him 30 mil over 4. That's better than what the Diamondbacks are offering. Closing pitchers, I think we're pretty good on closing pitchers. Catchers, there's Jason Varitek. We just went against him in the World Series. He didn't have that good of a year. He's more of a defensive catcher, though. He can hit a home run every once in a while, but he's more of a defensive catcher. 35 for JT Real. Is he really 35 years old? That's crazy. I remember him in the Miami Marlins. Him and Stanton and Christian Yelich. First base, this is where we would go for Prince Fielder if we wanted him, which I kind of do. I kind of want Prince Fielder. Not really any second basemen or third basemen. Left fielders are not really there. Schwarber's 33. Could be fun. Center fielder's not really anything. Right fielder's not really anything. See, all the good players are on arbitration and stuff. We had Gary Sheffield, didn't we? No, we didn't. I thought we had Gary Sheffield. Maybe I tried to trade for him and it didn't work. I don't know. Let's offer Prince Fielder, and those will be the 2 free agent offers we go for. We'll give him a 3-year deal, and we'll pay him a ton of money because he's Prince Fielder. That's better than what the Pirates are offering. At least he thinks so. The Reds are going after both Morneau and Ryan Howard. Interesting. I think those are going to be the only offers that we go for. Prince Fielder, Michael King. We should be able to get both of them. Trades are going to be where we get new players. We got A-Rod. I'm going to go and offer arbitration and tender contracts just to make sure we got all these guys back. I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Okay, I've offered tender contracts to everybody, and I've offered salary arbitration, so we are good to go to simulate a little bit further into free agency. We do sign the Prince. He's coming to New York, and we made the trade for A-Rod. Derek Jeter, Sammy Sosa, Ian Kinsler headed to Tampa Bay to get A-Rod. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. That is certainly a thing that happened. Cliff Lee signs with the White Sox. We do get Michael King as well. I expected to get everybody. Everybody tender contract except for Sprinkle has signed. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's move Joe Nathan back up to the big league roster. He did get injured. He's not injured anymore, but he did get injured last season. And we will probably move Clay Holmes back down to the triples. So we add Michael King. We got Joe Nathan, Vita Blue, Newhouser. I like the team that we're rocking with currently. Johnny Bench. We might need to move on from Johnny Bench. I mean, I love Johnny Bench. He's a great player. But we've had it for 2 seasons now. We're trying to get different players in here. That's why we brought in Prince Fielder. Let's see. We're thinking about trading Willie Mays. Bryce Harper's not going to be our right fielder, though. I've already tried to trade Bryce Harper for the other Bryce Harper. Brian Wilson, the younger version, signs with the one without a beard. Signs a 9-year deal with the Angels. Okay. Whatever, dog. You do you. Alex Reyes signs with the Rockies. The Rule 5 draft. Okay, so is our 40-man roster looking pretty good? We have 39 players on it, 40 players on it, so our 40-man roster is full up. Is there anybody on the 40-man? Or not on the 40-man that I'd care if we lost? 40-man, 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 40, 40, 40. No, Jordan Montgomery. Yeah, basically everybody that's on the 40-man is on it that I want. So, yeah, I don't really care about anybody else that if they got taken in the Rule 5 draft, that's fine. JT Realmuto, Rockies are paying some big money, trying to get good. Last day for arbitration. I'm pretty sure I offered everybody I did. We have no more tender contracts. Everybody's signed. Let's keep moving. Zach Gallen signs with the Marlins for 6 years. Vladdy Jr. is going to Milwaukee for 7 seasons. There's some pretty interesting contracts out here getting dealt. Gary Sheffield could be going to the Guardians. A lot of talented players still waiting to sign deals. It looked like the Angels were in on a few guys. Another trade, this time not involving us. Astros get Munetaka Murakami, and they trade away Nick Castellanos, Jake Fraley, and Emmett Shaheen. Okay, that gets you Murakami. Gary Sheffield signs an 8-year deal with the Padres. Justin Morneau going to the Cardinals for 9 seasons. The Royals get Kyle Tucker for 6 years. All right. And then we've got the lottery. We're going to be the last team in the lottery, so it doesn't matter. But who's going to get number 1? Who's the number 1 team in the MLB draft this upcoming season? It will be the Yankees. They went 61-101 last season. They sucked. They were the worst team in baseball by far, it looks like. Well, maybe not by far. The Blue Jays were pretty close. But they were the worst team. They had the best odds, and they win the number 1 pick. Congratulations to them. Pedro Martinez, young Pedro, is going to the Blue Jays. So he played for the Montreal Expos. Now he's playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't see anybody that's on our team so far in the 5th-year player draft, and we're not going to obviously take anybody, so I don't even know if we have a pick in the Rule 5 draft. I don't know how it decides if we have a pick in the Rule 5 draft, but we didn't. I wasn't going to take anybody anyway. Basically, Jacob deGrom signing with the Pirates. Logan Webb goes to the Angels. Brian Reynolds to the A's. And I'm basically just simulating here because a lot of the players are on arbitration, the guys that I would want to trade for. So we got to get deeper in. Rob Dibble with the Cubs. Luis Arraez with the Red Sox, so the World Series runners-up, trying to get better. Willie McCovey signs with the Nationals. Hilton Smith signs with the Tigers on a 1-year deal. Keith Hernandez going to the Yankees. Mike Soroka to the Dodgers for 5 years. Duke Schneider to the Rockies. I think that might have been where he was originally. 6-year deal. John Smoltz goes to the Angels for 9 seasons. A lot of long-term contracts getting signed here in this offseason. Seti Mullins to the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays trying to make an impact. Dustin May goes to the Rangers. Hunter Renfroe to the Blue Jays. Marlins get Bo Bichette on a 6-year deal. Harrison Bader, Darth heads to the Marlins, I think that was. And we win arbitration, all the yada yadas. Okay, so let's keep simulating a little bit further just to make sure that arbitrations are done. Everybody should be on contracts now, at least the most important people. So Jose Contreras is a guy I'm interested in. Ohtani doesn't really have much value anymore. But if we paired it alongside Willie Mays, that is a deal I could think about doing. I could certainly think about doing this deal. Getting Jose Contreras could be really fun. And then we'd have Greg Maddux, Roger Clemens, Sandy Koufax, one of these 2 guys, and then Jose Contreras. I like that. We have to give up somebody else, and I could give them up. Oh, no, Mariano Vera. We're going to have to keep Mariano because nobody's going to want him. Votto doesn't push it through. Delgado pushes it through, but we don't really have the depth for that. Nobody at shortstop gets it done. Chris Fritas, he does push it through. He's one of our draft picks, I think. So does Gabriel Gonzalez, and I think Gabriel Gonzalez is going to be the guy. So Shohei Ohtani, Willie Mays, and Gabriel Gonzalez headed to the Orioles for Jose Contreras. I like that deal. Welcome in our new starting pitcher, Jose Contreras. So I like that a lot. Who else is going to get on the move? Probably, man, we need some outfield depth, that's for sure. I think we should trade away Manny Ramirez. I know we just got him. But he's 35 years old, and we need depth around the league, around the positions. So let's start getting some depth. Let's trade Manny Ramirez for some depth, and he's not really playing, so. Who can we get? We got to get a bunch of different people. I want to come away with at least 3 players here. So let's think about this. Who should we go for depth purposes alone? Cody Bellinger. And then who else? Alec Bohm, maybe. No, probably not Cody Bellinger. Let's see. Who else? Evan Carter. Okay. There's got to be somebody. Carlos Beltran? I mean, yeah, obviously. Michael Harris is even too difficult to get. Mike Trout. We could get Mike Trout back. Let's see. There's Jazz. Josh Hamilton's too much. Jackson Carrillo. We could grab him. Kenny Lofton. They got both the Duke Schneiders. I didn't even realize that. Both of the Duke Schneiders now play for the Rockies. That's not confusing at all. Shoeless Joe Jackson. I'm not sure where to go. Not really sure where to go with this. Because obviously we need to get some depth. We could grab Heaven Carter. We could grab Saya Suzuki. And we could grab... Who else is a depth piece that we could grab? Carlos Pena? Diego Cartaya? I mean, we could do that. That's a 3-for-1 that I'd be happy with. But is that a 3-for-1 that is worth the value of Manny Ramirez? Or could we simply just put Manny Ramirez in a deal for somebody else and then get somebody even better? We'd be getting another center fielder, which is what we need. We have no depth at center fielder. We'd be getting a right fielder to go alongside all these guys, and then a catcher. Okay. I don't hate this deal. It adds a lot of depth in positions that we do need depth at. I think I'm okay with it. We're going to do it. Welcome to the team, all these players. Evan Carter stops by. Seiya Suzuki. I've never actually gotten Seiya Suzuki, so that's nice. And we get another prospect player, and now Manny Ramirez is now playing for the Angels, and he's the best player. So congratulations, Angels. All right, so now we have a little bit more depth. We need to talk about the starting pitcher spot, because David Price and Bumgarner both can't be here. So David Price is probably going to have to get going, and we'll start Bumgarner maybe. Or maybe we switch or trade for another pitcher, and we can get somebody at a 99. We can have a full 99. That could be pretty fun. Although I doubt we'll be able to get anybody. Although David Price has got decent value. I don't want to get Kurt Schilling. Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer would be fun to get. I think we played him in the NLDS, or was it the NLCS? We played the Pirates at some point. But Trevor's contract is up. He's got 2 more years of arbitration, though. Who else would I have to give up? Justin Dunn. We're not going to be able to get Trevor. Just not the value, or not the depth we don't have. Lefty Gomez, Mark Pryor, Shane Bieber, Johan Santana. There's Shohei. Shane McClanahan. Why does Jose Fernandez have so much value? It's killing me, and he's on such a long contract as well. Ugh. Babe Ruth, Purple 11. Jake Arrieta. He's 32, though. There's not really a lot of people that I want to trade for at the starting pitcher spot. And the guys that I do want to trade for, I can't really get. Tristan McKenzie's turned himself into a 90 overall. Good for him. Can't even get Pedro. We can kind of get lefty. We can get Johan Santana, maybe. That could be pretty fun, but he's 2 overall lower. Yeah, he's super young, but... We can get Shane McClanahan. He's got arbitration for another season. He went 7-15, though, last season. I don't know if I want to do that. John Garland. Oh, I want you, really. I want Jose Fernandez. That's the guy that I want. Where do we go with this? Where do we go from here? Roy Halladay, maybe? We could possibly get him. Garrett Cole. Oh, we could get Garrett Cole and a bunch of other stuff. He went 10 and 12. He's 31 though. Do we really trust him in the postseason? Tom Seaver, Randy Johnson. I mean, we can get the big unit, but I've had him in previous series before. I know I've had a few of these guys before, but we could get the other Garrett Cole. That's the current Garrett Cole. This one is the Astros one that's a few years younger. He's a better overall. Actually, no, he's not. He's a worse overall. This Garrett Cole's a higher overall. He's a 99. At 35, though. Ed Walsh. Bob Gibson. Sandy Alcantara. Man, there's not really like a one trade that I want to do. I'm not really seeing like a one trade. We could go get Walter Johnson. I'm pretty sure he's like the 2-time defending Cy Young winner, or maybe 3 straight Cy Young winner. That could be pretty fun. Try to get Walter Johnson. We'd have to give up probably too much, actually. David Price, Bryce Harper, and Eric Gagne for Walter. I don't really want to do that. I could give you Giancarlo, though. There's not anybody else on my team that you want? Are we being for realsies? Not even Carlos Delgado? There's not a single other person on this team that you want that I could give you. Jorge Posada, I could give him. Do we want to get rid of Hip Hip Jorge? He's gotten moved to the bench. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, let's do it. I'm getting crazy this season. I'm getting real crazy. We just brought in Walter Johnson, who's like the 3-time defending Cy Young winner. We have a straight 99 rotation. We have a lot of righties, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with it. Because we are going to trade away Johnny Bench, maybe. Let's go take a look around the league for catchers. Who's of equal value to Mr. Johnny Bench? Carlton Fisk, Pudge Rodriguez, Yogi Berra, Gary Carter, Joe Torre, Piazza, not trading for Yadier Molina, Ernie Witt, Joe Mauer, and then we're back to the top. Who did I like out of all that? Piazza's cool. Joe Torre would be kind of cool. Gary Carter's cool. Gary Carter's a big home run hitter. Not really in this series, but in real life. Yogi Berra's cool. We could possibly get Yogi. I don't know what else I'd have to give up. Probably a shortstop. Let's give up Elvis Andrus and then Cordova maybe. Freitas does do it. Don't really want to do that though. There's got to be a bullpen arm that they want. There's not a single person in this bullpen that they want. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. They would take Christian McGowan. I don't really know who Christian McGowan is, but I think I'm going to do that deal. We're going to get Yogi Berra as our new catcher. Johnny Bench is gone to the Tigers. We get Yogi Berra in. We got Pujols and Fielder now. We don't really need Carlos Delgado anymore. This team's looking a little different now. That is for sure. I don't really want Bryce Harper to start at right field. That's the only problem. I don't have a problem with it, but I would prefer if it was somebody else. I'd prefer if it was the younger Bryce Harper, actually. Or maybe Bo Jackson. We'd have to give up Bumgarner, Bryce Harper, and Gagne. I don't want to do that. But at least it's reasonable. There he is. What do we have to do to get this Bryce Harper? We have to give up our Bryce Harper. Why does everybody want Garrett Gagne? We have to give up our own Bryce Harper, which I don't have a problem with. We have to give up, I think they said Jonathan India, but I'd probably be willing to give up Xavier Edwards more than Jonathan India. And then we'd have to give up Carlos Delgado? No. Richie Bush, catchers. They want Eric Gagne. I'm not giving them Garrett Gagne. I could give them Ross Dixon. He was one of our draft picks, I think. Why does Mariano not do it? What about if I get rid of Xavier Edwards? Is there anybody that I could get rid of with Mariano Rivera? I don't think so. I mean, I could send them King Felix. I don't really want to do that. But one of these guys is going to play in AAA because we've got our starting five. We got our five-man rotation. We got Maddox, Clemens, Koufax, Contreras, and Johnson. So then somebody's going to be in long relief, either Bumgarner or Felix. And then the other guy's going to have to be in AAA because I can't have two long relief guys as starters. So somebody's going to have to be in AAA. It could be. Bumgarner doesn't have near enough value. If we gave him away Felix, we could grab somebody. Oh, this is the Red Sox. I just realized. This is the Red Sox, the team that we just took the World Series from. If we gave away Felix, we could grab some other people. Like John Donaldson. Can't get Soto. Can't get the other Griffey. Joe Morgan, Cal Ripken, Rafael Palmeiro, Jose Ramirez. I don't really want anybody else, do I? Do I want anybody enough to give up Felix Hernandez? Probably not. So I think we trade Bunnis and Bumgarner. So that Felix is our long relief guy. I think that's what we're going to do. We get in the younger version of Bryce Harper to play right field for us. I'm okay with that deal to the point. So they get the older Bryce Harper. We get the younger Bryce Harper. This team's looking a little bit different now. Is it better? Is it worse? I don't know. Not 100% sure. We can put Evan Carter on the bench. Or on the AAA team. Move to AAA. All right, we only got one catcher now. First baseman, one second baseman. Jose Reyes can play second. Yeah, he can play first, second, and third. Evan Carter can go down to AAA as well. Suzuki's up in the bigs. Corbin Carroll can get moved up. I'm fine with that. Not a lot of depth on the team, but we're pretty solid nonetheless. Adolfo Batista, AA. Bullpen's looking solid. Pitchers, we got our starting five, and then Felix. All right. It's an interesting new team, but that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to get new guys to come in and get some fresh faces. And I think we've done that. I think we have done that. Who was my left fielder? It was going to be Barry Bonds. That's right. Because then fielder was going to be the DH. So Prince Fielder DH. A-Rod is going to be the shortstop. And then the catcher will be Yogi Berra. All right. An interesting team, to say the least. Certainly an interesting team. Right field is Bryce. And then catcher is Yogi Berra. Shortstop. Right field is Bryce. Barry Bonds in left. I think this is, oh, that's DH, so that's Prince. And then Yogi is catcher. And then we'll just do this really quickly. A-Rod. Switch that around. Bryce. And then catcher. All right, perfect. There we go. Those are a team. I'll fix the thing so that A-Rod's not leading off. I don't know who I'm going to have lead off. I guess I could have A-Rod lead off. It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we have Bryce lead off. We don't really have a leadoff guy. I mean, we could move Soriano back up there. since we don't have Jeter anymore. I might do that, actually. Soriano leads off, then David Wright, then Pujols, then Bonds, Griffey, Bryce, Fielder, Berra, A-Rod. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that enough. I like Soriano leading off, but I don't know if I like the rest of it. We'll see. We'll certainly see. But we got all 99s except for Fielder at 93 and Soriano at 97. But we could easily change that by putting Mantle at DH. So that would be another 99. But I think this team is probably better than last season. I mean, it certainly is better because we add in Walter Johnson, who, if I'm not mistaken, I can't check, but I'm pretty sure he's won. I know he's won at least 2 straight. I don't know if he's won 3 straight, though. I think he's won 3 straight. I mean, we've only done 3 seasons, so I think he's done 3 straight. But I want Walter to be number 2. I want Maddox to be number 1. Walter's number 2. Contreras number 3. Koufax number 4. And then Clemens number 5. That's how I want my thing to go. The bullpen's looking solid. We got a good closing pitcher. 2 good setup men. We got good relief in the middle, and then we got a long relief guy in Felix. I like it. I think those are going to be the only trades that I can do. Jason Giambi traded from the Dodgers to the Rockies. Okay. Last day contracts are renewed, and I think I'm fine with everything that we've got. And that is the end of the offseason. We go into spring training. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. If you liked my trades, including the Derek Jeter A-Rod trade, let me know down below in the comments. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.